You found the official CONvergence YouTube channel. So shiny.
What's your favorite and least favorite scene? Like after it's done, like looking at the scene. What's your favorite?
Okay.
Oh, you don't want to ask me that.
Yes, if you ask him that, he won't be working on the next one.
Right.
Oh, I know.
I'm going to decline.
I know. I know. You can. I'll start. I'll start things off. My favorite scene is the classroom scene. I think it's just so weird. I mean, can I see a show of hands? Have you all seen the movie yet? Okay, cool. Yeah, the classroom scene definitely. I mean, when he looks down at him and says that, and that's a horror host from Maryland called Count Gordon, but without the makeup, you know. And it was so cool to have him and Big Chuck Shadowski, who's the horror host I grew up watching. So they got me into horror movies. Yeah, the guy comes in at the end with the pizza. But I think that's my favorite. That's my favorite scene. And my least favorite scene.
Careful.
That rain involved?
What's that?
That rain involved?
Yeah. You know, that's my worst memory of the whole production. I mean, apparently I was sitting on the stairs just looking dejected and everybody just kind of left. I do remember being alone for a long period of time. I think everybody's just kind of keep.
We only love you when you're winning.
Nice.
Okay, all together.
Okay. If I could do, I'm going to think about that though, and in the meantime, pass it on. I'm actually curious to see what both of them say.
Well,
Really, this guy, I think I know what you're going to say, but I don't.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I know.
no, it's very bad to badmouth anybody, and of course it would involve that. It's hardly going to make you go and buy the movie, is it? Well, what are you asking, Quinn? Are you trying to sabotage our movie, asking what was the worst thing in it?
Well, and that's the thing. A lot of times...
But I was also the best thing. I was all things.
I'll tell you that. Holy cow.
Definitely not. It's a hot mic.
It's a hot mic.
Eating it.
Yeah,
You got a shock?
Right.
Oh.
That wasn't very good.
See the future.
You like how he's constantly editing? You can see it. Yeah. Everything is edited. Every move, everything he says is constantly editing.
After this talk, we'll go back and edit out the bits we didn't like. Before it ends up in the Akashic Records.
He's got you covered, Ed.
I wish
It look good.
Stop it, Brian. It's just too cruel.
I wish I could have developed the whole vampire drug thing a lot more. And there's a scene that I wanted to play so much, add so much, where it explains Village and Seven and their history, and really nail down what the drug does and all that. So much that I actually had a trailer made that was going to be one of the trailers for the Dead Matter, but it turned out it was just people talking. It was boring, and they said it wasn't a good trailer. So, but I actually shot an extra scene that I was going to use to get people excited, where we really talked about what the drug is and why Village is there. So I think when I go to those scenes with stuff, I just wish I had done more. And that is one of that's my biggest regret in the film. Just, I think it would be interesting. I think people would get even further into those characters. And they want to. It seems like a lot of people want more about Seven and why Village, you know, a little more history and stuff like that.
I feel another movie coming on.
That's what we're trying to do. It's a world that we're trying to create.
Well, obviously, I'm looking for more employment, okay?
Well, for me, I don't want to get into what scenes I liked least, because that always deals with personality rather than content.
I'm sure you weren't in any of them.
I was, actually. And that's why I don't want to mention it, because it deals with personality rather than content. It's not actually a scene that I don't like. It's with something.
No, I know.
But what Jason and I talked about on set, what I feel is lacking, what I would have liked to have seen, is a little more development between, so the way I described my character, so what do you think about, Mark before the zombie? The way I described it to Ed is, I feel like he's a level 3 guy in a level 7 campaign, right? He's just not quite ready for prime time, and bam, gone, right? Reroll. And so I feel like that's what I feel like Mark was, and what I would have liked to see, and Jason and I talked about, a little more development of that relationship, just to give the living Mark a little more background with Ian.
Somewhere to fall from.
Somewhere to fall from, and that way Ian has something to have lost, right? And we talked about that on set. We just felt that that was kind of missing, that depth in relationship, especially after Mark is back and Ian sees him, and this is his partner. And it just, I think it would have gave that moment a little more. But
luckily, he hired very experienced actors, so we managed to
pulled it off.
Condense all of that into a look.
That was an important moment. I mean, I remember talking about it.
No, I know.
When you come in and see him the first time, this is pretty important because we have to convey an awful lot in that one moment because we have. What's your favorite scene? I was wondering, do you have a particular scene that you enjoyed in the
Actually, I do have a least favorite scene. It's when you made me eat sticks of deodorant. Because it wasn't deodorant, it was deodorant.
Oh.
It was a deodorant case that they had pulled the deodorant out of and formed the deodorant out of gelatin or something.
And mind you, this is on the gag reel. Not the gag reel, but with Fun with Mark the Zombie and the bonus extras.
Did they bother washing out this thing that I was going to be eating? No. So it was deodorant. It was awesome. That and Hershey bars with the foil still on. Thanks for taking care of me, Ed.
They don't know. They don't know one thing.
I have a lot of dental work.
There's one in the middle scene where there's the montage and everything like that, where we go crazy with the carousel and everything like that. We actually had an extended version of that, which was a lot more slapstick and a lot more over the top.
Oh my God, the first screening was so freaking hilarious.
And it's called Fun with Mark the Zombie. It's one of the extras. You can see the scenes we cut. It took away too much from the film because it was like, oh, you have serious, and then you have not a little bit of humor, but slapstick, like the Zucker Brothers, and then you bring it back down to serious. And it was too
stole the movie. He stole the movie.
It was a distraction.
I just think it's funny as hell.
Okay. So if you see
he's even got a T-shirt with his face on it. What's up with that?
I won the Dead Matter.
He won. Okay, 1 to you. You get the Dead Matter. Okay. I can roll with that.
But we have him eating these different things, and among the things we had him eating ice cream and chocolate, and he is
deodorant.
And deodorant. I didn't know about that until today. So I just learned something.
Somebody's going to get fired.
But this is Mark, the lactose intolerant son.
Yeah.
If you want to have fun with him, just remember that.
Right. So here's the kicker, right? Me actually eating ice cream didn't make the cut. It's not actually in the film.
It's on the extras.
And so this was good ice cream, and it was cream. And so we're out there, and it's like 1,000,000 degrees out, and
plastic sheeting everywhere.
They keep giving me these ice creams, which I have to eat, and as soon as they yell cut, I'm spitting all this stuff out. So I probably ingested maybe a teaspoon of the ice cream just on my lips, right? He rapped cut. The driver took me right to the hotel, and I was sick for 4 hours for seeing it.
Taking one for your team. Yes.
And it didn't end up in the movie. So thank you, Ed, for taking care of me.
It's Fun with Mark the Zombie. The extras. It's a highlight of the extras.